On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we're going to break some curses with the Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite dirty name podcast with even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture.
Juan, that's the old intro.
My name's Juan.
And I'm Brendan. And welcome back to another episode of Nostalgia Check, coming at you from BJ in the Morning. That's us. We're BJ. This is the morning.
Yes.
And in this series, we put our nostalgia to the check with rewatches, first time watches, and everything else to see what holds up. How's that?
Good job, Brendan.
We did it. We did it together.
We did it.
We just do it like that from now on. Just whatever.
I don't know. I freaked out. I reverted to what my brain remembers.
To your safe space. Your safe space. Some might say that this movie is their safe space.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Some pirates. They're in the Caribbean. There's a curse. There's a ship.
Yeah.
There's pirates that are skeletons.
And it's based off of a ride.
It is.
In Disneyland.
It is also the last ride that Walt Disney designed himself.
Do we know, is there a story that this ride is based off of?
So what I came to find was that the ride is supposed to be more like a living wax museum of the era, which is what Walt Disney kind of designed this ride after. And like it's got the same vibe as like It's a Small World, where you're just riding through and looking at things happen.
Yeah.
So
there's no actual story. So whoever wrote this movie still had to write the movie. It's still had to write the story, but it's just based off of...
Yeah, because there wasn't really a story in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Right.
It was just vignettes of things that pirates got into.
Yeah, things that pirates did.
The pirating life.
Mm-hmm.
But then they added stuff from the ride into the movie.
And then they added
stuff from the
movie
to the ride.
Into the ride.
Yeah. So it's full circle at this point.
Wow, that's amazing.
The movie did come out in 2003, so this is our first of 2 episodes from 2003.
Yeah.
In 2003? About 2003.
Sure.
And it's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah. Speaking of curses, we got a curse.
It's very on theme because it's Disney and the skeletons like they turn into.
Exactly.
And the apple that Barbossa wants to eat.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm looking at it. The people at home, though, who are listening,
they have no idea.
But again, welcome back to the episode. If you've made it this far, which isn't very far, but it's part of the episode.
Far enough.
If you made it this far, and you're listening on any of your favorite podcast listening apps like Apple. Apple. That's
or
your
Spotify. Yeah, thanks for poking my nip.
Go ahead, scroll down to the bottom, leave a 5-star review. We've had a lot of new people joining the BJ in the Morning universe lately.
Yeah.
Way too many for us to count.
And welcome. We hope you enjoy what we have planned just in general our movie reviews and
for all of you who are brand new, who maybe didn't go back into our catalog. What we're doing now since the start of this year is a brand new thing called Nostalgia Check, which we just renamed for the second time. So we're checking. We did an episode where we went through our favorite movies of all time, and then we decided, because there's a lot of movies we haven't seen, to see if our list of movies will hold up to revisiting old movies, basically, right? Does that make sense?
Sure.
But we are independent podcasters. It's just the 2 of us in this room. And mother,
yep.
As I just punched her in the gut. She doesn't have a gut. That's an old joke. But yeah, we're just 2 independent podcasters. We're doing this for the fun of movies because we love them. We like movies. And we're just 2 best buds. We've been friends for like 20-something years now.
Yeah.
And we just like talking about movies. So that's what we're doing. And today's movie happens to be Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Not Pirates in the Caribbean.
Not Pirates in or around
or on.
Near.
On the Caribbean.
Of.
Parrots of the Caribbean.
So yeah, like we said, this movie came out in 2003, which that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
This movie's aging, dude. Yeah. I'm bad at math, which is why I went to art school. How many years ago is that? It's like 23.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick maths. 23 years ago. This movie's almost 25 years old.
Wow.
That's disgusting, man.
Wow.
That's horrible. Horrible.
But
But
I will say that this movie doesn't feel 23 years old.
It doesn't. And when we talk about next week's movie, it's definitely going to come up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
sure.
We'll tell you at the end of the episode what the movie is, but that movie felt way older than this movie.
Well, it's a timepiece. Well, we're not getting into it.
No, but I mean just visually and everything. It was
I get it.
But this movie, while rewatching it, it felt modern. It felt like now. Like it could come out now.
And there's like so much nostalgia behind it because we have seen it when we were kids. It's hard to believe that we watched this movie as kids just because of like it's you don't expect movies that old to be so vibrant and so fun, quote unquote, fun. But then it's also very dark at the same time. So it's like, is this a movie for kids? Maybe.
Yeah, I think
maybe not.
The visuals of the nighttime and the moonlight effects in this movie are pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The visual effects in general of like Barbossa's crew and the Black Pearl's crew and everything is insane for the time. Like the CG we're getting nowadays has nothing on this, like at all.
Yeah.
And the fact that Disney made this CGI, well, like with ILM's help, but then the CGI they're putting out now it's like ridiculous how bad nowadays CG compared to then CG
It's almost like they've gotten lazy or they've relied too much on it. Yeah.
They've gotten cheap. Because they need it more done faster for less money. That's what it is.
I see.
But why don't we jump into details about this movie?
Sure. IMDb reviews, The Elites.
So yeah, we're going to talk about the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Snooty Tooty. Boots and booty.
So an intrepid blacksmith teams up with an eccentric pirate captain to save his love from an undead pirate crew. Sure, it makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. This movie stars Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, Jeffrey Rush as Barbossa, Orlando Bloom, Will Turner, Keira Knightley, Elizabeth Swann, Jack Davenport as Norrington. But it was directed by Gore Verbinski. Do you know what else Gore Verbinski has done?
No.
Do you want me to tell you? Or
sure.
Should we just move on?
Tell me.
So he did the 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the first 3. Right before Pirates of the Caribbean, directed The Ring.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
That was in 2001.
2.
Right? 2?
Yeah, so literally the year before.
Dang.
He also directed Mouse Hunt. Have you seen that movie?
Have not.
I think I might have as a kid. And then before then was a bunch of music videos. Do you know where Gore Verbinski got like his start in Hollywood though?
In The Ring?
No. Do you remember we were really young when this came out, but the Budweiser Frogs?
Yeah, Bud.
Yeah.
Weiser.
He directed that.
Really?
That's basically like what made him like,
wow.
I mean, cause he was also doing like Bad Religion music videos and stuff like that. So, and it's got an 8.1 on IMDb.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Some would say almost great.
That's pretty incredible.
There's more positive reviews than negative reviews for sure. So let's go ahead and read some.
Yeah.
So this one's from July 10th of 2003. 9 out of 10. Bloody brilliant.
Bloody.
Pirates of the Caribbean is a well-written, well-made, and well-acted film. Do not expect a simple action film. It is humorous and creepy, fascinating and thrilling. Like most films, there are a couple of holes here or there in the fabric of the story, but this film wasn't made for the Oscars. It's meant to entertain, and it succeeds in full at that. It's a jolly good time with some good actors and high adventure on the high seas. It's not to be missed. This one's from 2005. You will always remember this as the movie that made Johnny Depp a superstar and almost got him an Oscar. The fact he didn't win isn't a problem, since thanks to him, this is the best pirate film ever made. 7 out of 10.
Damn.
From 2020. This film is the epitome of a solid action-filled adventure. It has a straightforward and fast-paced plot that drags you in, propelled by a charming lead, witty jokes, and compelling special effects. It roars along with gusto and thrills the audience from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 7 review. I couldn't find anything lower than a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
It is from 2005. I saw this movie in the cinema without hearing any reviews at all from any newspapers and without reading the reviews on IMDb. I came out of the movie thinking it was okay, although would have been much better without all that ghost garbage.
Okay.
It's one of those movies I just forgot about from the minute it finished and left no impact on me at all. A couple of months later, I was looking through the IMDb top 250 list and was shocked to see this movie was in it. Absolutely shocked. I clicked on it to see if it was the same movie I saw because I simply couldn't believe what I was reading. What's my point? My point is that I thought this movie was ordinary at best. Maybe it's just me, but as soon as the ghost came into play, I was instantly turned off by this unrealistic, pointless add-on. If it was the ghost or not, it doesn't matter. I didn't like it. Give me a realistic pirate movie, please. What a waste of talent on stupid ghosts. We got some stuff to talk about in the next episode.
to each their own, right?
I mean, that's
this
what it is.
This movie wasn't meant to be a real pirate movie.
It's based on a ride at Disneyland.
Yeah. I mean, what about this movie screams real pirates?
The title?
But they're pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's not like a... It says documentary on the cover, doesn't it? It's a documentary. We're going to head on over to Letterboxd now, where we get the craziest, most unhinged. These are the kids that they put in like chairs in the hallway in school, you know, because you were just like, they were cracking me up.
Yeah.
So over here on Letterboxd, 4 out of 5.
Pretty dang good.
4 out of 5. Pretty good. 5 stars. Are you ready? Orlando Bloom as Will Turner was my sexual awakening.
Ooh.
So we've got multiple. We had Rachel Weisz in the last set, and now Orlando Bloom. I want to say something about Keira Knightley being absolutely gorgeous in the movie. She was 17 when they made this movie.
Oh.
There's some stuff in this movie that she shouldn't have gone through as a 17-year-old.
She was 17.
17.
That's crazy.
Can you believe she was that young?
No.
She went from Star Wars to this.
Star Wars?
Yeah, she was one of Padme's body doubles.
Really?
Like in the background. You didn't know this?
No.
In episode 1? Yeah. 4 out of 5 stars. This soundtrack makes me go fucking ape shit.
Dun 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 dun.
Stop.
Dun,
We'll
dun, dun.
I don't care about. We don't make any money. Can you read this review for me? It's a 4.5 star one. 4.5 stars. Update. This movie still fucks. 4.5 stars. Johnny Depp and Keira Knightley were my bisexual awakening.
Okay.
Yeah. This movie made people horny, man.
For sure.
They made people horny.
For sure. For sure.
For sure. Oh, here's a 4 stars. Every frame of this movie looks better than any Marvel movie released in the last 10 years. 95% of them are though like Johnny Depp made me horny. Orlando Bloom made me horny.
You better not be touching yourself down there.
That's the Letterboxd. It kind of fell off. People just like this movie. They weren't really talking shit about it.
I mean, no need to.
No need to. But we're getting ahead of ourselves because you know what the next step is?
We're gonna break it down, baby.
Break it down. In the Caribbean. Where else would you start it?
I'm not sure.
It's the Caribbean, though. That's where we're starting. With young Elizabeth Swann discovering a small little child floating in the wreckage.
Yeah.
Pulls him up, and he's got a mysterious medallion around his neck.
Uh-huh.
And what's the first thing that she thinks to do? Steal it.
Take it.
That's mine.
I want that.
It's pretty. Give it to me. So yeah, we fast forward and now we're in Port Royal, which is where Elizabeth Swann lives in the Caribbean with her father. They're rich. Mega rich. Will Turner comes in. He's now a blacksmith.
Yeah, so he makes a sword for Elizabeth's now fiance.
He hasn't proposed yet.
Right.
They're Commodore Norrington, who was an adult man on the ship when they were kids at the beginning of the movie.
Pirate times.
Yeah. Elizabeth and Will have this little flirty moment and everything, and you're like, oh my gosh, so cute, Orlando Bloom.
They've been in love forever.
But Will's kind of a punk.
Right.
He barely can talk to her.
Right.
But he's got that classic, like, someday she will be mine.
Right.
But he's not doing his best.
But you know what? I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
It's Keira Knightley. It's Keira Knightley, man.
Have probably been in love with this girl since you met her.
Yeah. You're poor.
And you're probably around her a lot.
But you're poor.
Being a blacksmith.
But you're poor.
And you're poor.
And she's rich.
Super rich.
Super rich.
And, I mean, how do you talk to somebody like that?
It's Keira Knightley.
How do you talk to somebody like that? You don't. Yeah, what the...
I'm not dogging on him for being a punk. I would also be a punk.
I mean, it's crazy though, because it's pretty obvious that she's into him too.
But also, it's Orlando fucking Bloom, man. Right. He was Legolas.
She should be shy to talk to him.
He was Legolas in 3 whole movies before this movie came out. She wears the medallion she just randomly puts it on.
She loves it. Will / Elizabeth have this coin medallion that is connected to the curse, but they aren't cursed
because they didn't take it.
Okay,
they weren't the ones who took it.
Sure,
yeah, no,
but they still keep it.
His dad, Billiam, is the one who took the coin, so he was cursed. But he's not dead. When he was pissed off about the curse, he sent the coin to his son. Barbossa and them didn't know about the son, don't know who he is, where he is, all that stuff. So they threw him overboard attached to a cannon. He will not die. So he's still the one that's cursed at the bottom of the ocean attached to this cannon. They can't find him. Right. So he's still alive. He's still cursed. So no one else is cursed because he's still alive. Yeah. Do you get it? Is the whole closing?
Sure.
It's not? You still confused?
Will's not cursed because his dad is still alive.
Right. Because his dad's the one who took the gold from the chest originally.
Right.
So he's cursed down in the ocean. He should still own the coin, right? Or the curse, because he was the one who did it. He gave the coin to Will. Will put it on like a necklace. Right. He didn't take it from the chest.
Sure. Okay.
And now Elizabeth has it.
But she took it from Will.
Who got it from his dad. So neither one of them two took the coin.
Got it.
It's only those who take the coin from the chest.
Got it.
Elizabeth's got this really tight anti-breathing device attached to her abdomen / torso.
It is called a corset.
No breathing device. So she's really struggling to breathe, but somehow still goes all the way to the top of this little fort. No problems until she gets up there.
Right.
And that's when Norrington decides, I'm going to propose.
Right now.
And he's so fucking dumb. He doesn't realize that she is going to faint.
Yeah, I mean, he's like not even looking at her. He doesn't know what to say to her. He's like trying to get his words out, not looking at her. And then next thing you know,
she falls.
She faints, falls
down this whole cliff.
Into the water.
But as soon as she's in the water, she's got that fucking coin around her neck. Ugh. And it sends out like a shockwave.
As soon as it hits the water. It's a beacon.
Yeah, it calls to the pirates.
So they can come and get it.
Meanwhile, while all this was going on, we met Captain Jack Sparrow, who comes pulling up to Port Royal in a ship that's already sunk. And rides it all the way to the dock. It is a great shot. It looks awesome. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, because wouldn't the water get more shallow?
Well, that and if the boat sank, it would go down, not forward. Because the sails are now underwater, they would stop it from moving forward.
Right.
It doesn't make sense, but the script said it needed to happen.
It's a fun little like homage to who Captain Jack is.
Yeah, I mean, it sums up his character because it's like somehow it's a disaster, but mixed with a bunch of swag. You know, like he's got so much swagger, it's not even funny. And he just steps off the top of the mast and just walks on the dock like no big deal. And that's how we're introduced to Jack Sparrow.
I mean, Johnny Depp in this movie is phenomenal. He does really great. This is the era where he started taking all of these like absurd roles and he really makes it his own and kind of like became that character, which that's what acting is, but
this was something different.
This is different.
They added him specifically into the ride. I haven't been to Disneyland since 2010, so
yeah, they had Davy Jones like in the little like
in the
wave thing.
The wave thing.
Yeah.
So fun fact: Johnny Depp modeled Jack Sparrow after 2 people. Do you know who either one of them are? The first one is Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, who later makes an appearance in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Nice.
He gets arrested almost immediately because he's trying to steal another ship.
And he's a pirate.
They
hate pirates.
They don't like him.
Yeah.
So they lock him up. Then what happens?
The pirates come.
Because they were called by the coin in the water.
Yes, they come to collect.
The tax man cometh.
They're here.
So yeah, Captain Barbossa, captain of the Black Pearl, starts attacking Port Royal. When all the cannons they're shooting into the city, they let Jack Sparrow go by accident. Like they shoot through the window.
Yeah.
To the wall. So it breaks open the gate, like the lock on the door, and he just kind of walks out. And during his escape, he runs into Will Turner. And they have a pretty fun, really comedic, like almost vintage feeling sword fight, like almost like Errol Flynn movies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You have Will, who's very like...
It's Princess Bride feel, you know?
Will's very like technical and disciplined with his sword movements, whereas Jack is very much like a trickster, like playing dirty. So it's cool, like we see that in their characters, but we also get to see it in their fighting styles. And the pirates kidnap Elizabeth Swann.
Yeah, because she's wearing the coin.
She's got the freaking... She didn't learn?
Actually, she says, parlay.
They take her back to the ship and she meets Barbossa. And
she tells him,
"You can't kill me." And he's like, "We don't need to kill you." And then it's revealed. She says what her name is to Barbossa. And what does she say?
That she's Elizabeth Turner.
And they all know what that means. She doesn't know what
she's going with it. She has no idea what the hell she's saying.
I really love in this moment where like and she pretends to drop it and everyone goes, love that moment. It is so good. Like the direction of it all is just so good.
Just how important that coin is.
Because they're trying to make her think it's not. So Jack and Will decide that they're going to chase the Black Pearl. Because Will wants to save Elizabeth and he knows that Jack can get him to the Black Pearl.
Right.
So he breaks him out of prison again.
Yeah.
And they go off on their merry way. So they're going to go to Tortuga to gather a crew and try to catch Barbossa before Elizabeth is sacrificed.
Right.
Because in his head, she gonna die.
She gonna die.
We learn the truth that Barbossa and his crew stole cursed Aztec gold. So now they can't die. They can't feel pleasure. They transform into horrifying skeletons under the moonlight.
Which is amazing because when you watch the scene when they take over the city, they purposely make it a cloudy night. So they were very meticulous on when they're being shown in the moonlight or not. I also thought it was interesting too when they had the 2 guys inside underneath where the cannons are, and you can see them as regular pirates, and then they look out the window and And you know what I mean? Like, you almost forget that they're going to turn into skeletons when they go into the moonlight. But it's like, it's in every shot. Every time that
there's moonlight
exposed
touching,
by moon.
They were really on top of it.
Yeah.
ILM did some amazing things with these effects.
It was great.
That sequence, though, where Barbossa brings her, after telling her all about the curse and everything, and how he wants to just eat an apple, which is definitely a metaphor for fucking. Is it not? Like, that's what the apple is in the Bible, right? It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Temptation. So that, come on now. So he does this whole speech, and like, she gets thrown out onto the deck where the clouds are gone, and it's like the moon is barreling down on this crew, and it is terrifying. Like, 23 years ago, how did we get through this? Like, I think even as an 11-year-old, like, it's just pretty creepy.
It was scary.
But I have to give this movie its props. Like, it is a Disney movie, so they know when to stop. You know what I mean? They know when to move on to the next thing. This sequence really felt like you were on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah. Just
the way that, like, Elizabeth's being moved around through everything, and like when they're throwing her up in the air.
How chaotic it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That felt like being on a haunted ride, like in a haunted house. And I think they did it so well. Those effects still hold up 100%.
You know what I do love about this movie is like how laid out the plot is. So like, there is no real question on what's going on, who's doing what the goal is.
Yeah, they're very on top of keeping you in the loop with everyone, like,
yeah,
you're not taken away from someone's storyline for too long. It's really awesome. I do want to point out, you brought up the moonlight. ILM made sure that the moonlight effect was one of the visual trademarks of the movie. So the actors would often perform those scenes twice. Once normal and once matching the skeleton reference movement. So they would make both angles so they could go in and make those like cutouts, like you were saying, where the moon just shines in through the window or whatever. And I do want to point out, like I said, Jeffrey Rush as Barbossa steals this scene. When he's giving his speech, it explains the curse in such a, like, I'm telling you a story kind of way instead of an expo dump, because he's got that like performative nature behind him, like, where you're like, I want this guy to tell me anything about whatever is going on in the world, and I will listen.
Yeah. The island's name is Isla de Muerta.
You said it way better than I probably would have, so you're going to say it from now on whenever I need you to.
Isla de Muerta.
Isla de Muerto. Gorlami.
Yeah, that's where they take the coins.
The
treasure.
And at this point, we're skipping over a good chunk of stuff, right? Like, Norrington comes back because he wants Elizabeth. He makes a deal with everyone, and they're gonna try to get over to the island.
Isla de Muerta.
They're gonna try to get there, kill all the pirates. Jack is like, "You just wait out here. I'll send them out."
Right.
Once they lift the curse, you can kill them all. So he goes into the little cave thing.
Right.
Jack does, and he goes, "The British are out there.
Yep.
Go out there before you break the curse."
Right.
Double crosses them. Everyone's
double crossed.
Everyone's got conflicting like
motives.
Motivations are constantly colliding at this point. Will gets in, right? Will's there. He finally gets the coin, and he's got his hand sliced open. Well, Jack, during that point, sorry, let me backtrack, stole a coin. So now he's cursed.
So he's now undead.
And there's like this fight scene going on. I think it's really cool how they're like jumping in between like the holes in the ceiling, and they're going from undead to normal.
Yeah.
But this was all a ruse to get Barbossa to not pay attention to what was going on, because at the gold chest, Will's there.
He's ready.
He's got his bloody hand, and Jack flicks his coin
over to
Will. And then he, with his one pistol, with one bullet,
meant for Barbossa.
Barbossa gave it to him when he stranded him on the island to shoot himself.
Right.
But he waited.
And he saved
all
it
this time
for Barbossa.
And he shoots Barbossa, and Barbossa's like,
You wasted one shot.
And then Will drops the coins in, and the curse is lifted. And Barbossa's human, mortal.
And he dies.
Until the next one. So yeah, Barbossa's dead for real. The Pearl's crew surrenders. Jack gets his ship back for about 5 minutes before being captured again.
Right.
Then we go back to Port Royale, where they're going to hang Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And who saves him?
Will.
The non-pirate, most pirate-ass looking Will you've ever seen.
That outfit is insane.
It is 100% like Zorro, Three Musketeers, but pirate.
With the giant feather coming out of the hat. It's insane.
It's so insane. So Will saves Jack. Elizabeth proclaims her love for Will, so he gets spared. Norrington's pissed, but also understanding until the next movie. We see Jack sailing off into the sunset on the Black Pearl.
On the Black Pearl.
And Norrington's giving him a head start, but he's like, I'm going to catch him.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch him.
Because now he doesn't have like a wedding to worry about. Nah. He doesn't have to.
The stakes are real.
Right. He's like, I'm going to go take a shot of rum.
I'm gonna get my shoes shined. I'm gonna get my powdered wig powdered, and then I'm going after that motherfucker.
I'm going after that MFer.
Disney originally was worried that this movie was way too dark for families because of the undead pirates.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't know is that this movie was going to make over $650 million worldwide and completely revived the pirate genre for Hollywood.
Sheesh.
Because the pirate genre kind of died off in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks Cutthroat Island. Jack Sparrow became one of the defining movie characters of the 2000s. Everyone knows Jack Sparrow. Everyone can do an impression of him, albeit not great most of the time.
Right.
But also the final shot of Jack steering the Pearl into the horizon perfectly mirrors the fantasy of the ride, adventure, danger, and complete freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our coverage of
Pirates of the Caribbean.
The Black Pearl, Chris. Let me just throw you off real quick.
Right.
How'd you feel about this movie when you first saw it? Do you remember what you were doing? How you felt?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
This is 23 years ago. You should remember this.
About when I first watched this movie. Although I do remember really liking this movie a lot. And we used to watch this movie on road trips on the portable DVD players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just know that I've seen this movie a lot.
Yeah.
Now, given that it's a 2 hour and 20-minute runtime, rewatching it did not feel like that.
Yeah, I want to point out that we earlier in this series complained about wanting more hour and a half long runtimes. But you know what I think is what we need, what we actually want, is better pacing in movies.
Yeah.
Like, what is with these movies nowadays, like modern day, like in the 2020s, 2.5 hours, and you're like, God, is this over yet?
Right.
Hour and a half, you're like, yeah, pretty good. You know what the problem is? Netflix. Have you heard about this?
No.
Have you heard about this thing? This is the clip shit. This is the shit that's going on Instagram and TikTok.
Tell me about Netflix.
Do you know about Second Screen?
No.
You don't know about Second Screen? Okay, this is like a real thing. It's a real thing. I'm going to give you as much details as I can. Hold on. Okay, so Netflix has this it's like a habit that they're trying to force onto everyone, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. So second screen viewing on Netflix. It's a habit of watching Netflix while simultaneously using another device like a phone, tablet, laptop. So think about it. They want you to be able to watch your shit on Netflix while scrolling TikTok or, texting during whatever, or live reacting on social media, whatever it might be, right? So the term comes from viewer behavior, so audience multitasking while watching. How many times are you putting something on while doing other things?
Mm-hmm. A lot.
But when you're watching something brand new, what are you normally doing?
Watching.
Right. But they are just expecting everyone to constantly be on their phones while that brand new thing is in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making content specifically for that reason, right? So they're adapting their shows and their movies for distracted viewers. Netflix reported that streaming companies realize many people don't watch TV with full attention anymore. So what they're trying to do is make more obvious dialogue, characters verbally explaining the actions that they're doing, frequent recaps, simpler visual storytelling, and less subtle plot development.
Wow.
This is the problem that we're having right now. So creatively, critics are saying that this can lead to more exposition-heavy scripts, so people just saying what they're doing and what their plans are instead of showing us. Less nuanced storytelling, so more bland stories, and background TV designed to help keep people engaged rather than immersed. So second screen shows are usually described as reality TV, comfort sitcoms, procedural dramas, or easy-to-follow action movies.
Wow.
Is this the problem with movies nowadays, or is it that people are trying to make stuff that's easily bingeable while doing a million other things, or are people just bad at making movies now? That's the thing. Like I said, we complained about hour-and-a-half long movies, but you and me aren't typically ones to scroll while watching a movie we haven't seen.
Right.
If it's a movie we've seen a million times, we might go do something else. But Pirates of the Caribbean's pacing is so insanely great.
It's spot on.
That I just don't feel the need to pick up my phone.
And also the action sequences in this movie are just so fun.
And the humor is so great.
Fun to watch.
And then you have what's his name? Mr. Gibbs. He is yelling every single pirate catchphrase you could ever hope for. Like his character is just to yell and say cliche pirate shit, and you're just like, yeah, yep,
he's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Anyways, I stole this moment from you.
That's okay.
Because you were talking about the pacing of the movie.
It's okay. It adds to what I was saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at you.
We're mad at the industry. We're mad at the industry.
But I remember watching this movie now and saying, the movie's over already? But it's a 2 hour and 20-minute movie.
There's 20 more minutes.
And so, like, while watching it and how fun it is, it's one of those movies that you don't want to end as quickly as it did.
And there's 5 other movies.
Great.
And 2 of them are fine.
Time to go watch them.
Don't watch them all.
But yeah, I mean, like, the plot is laid out for you. There's no, like, except for, I guess, the medallion curse that I was a little confused about. But other than that, everything else is just laid out on the table for you. There's nothing for you to miss.
It's a Disney movie.
Right? And I think, you know, the effects in this movie are great. The practical effects are great. And I really like the story. I like the story a lot. And I'm glad that there's more movies for us to watch. I've rewatched them recently. And yeah, the first 3 movies are collectively a great...
all directed by Gore Verbinski.
Yeah, I mean, they're all great. Until you get to, like, the later movies and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
How you rating this movie today, 2026?
As of 2026, May 2026, I've already given my thoughts. I love this movie. The pacing is great. I almost want to give this movie the same as The Mummy, and that's a 9.5.
Shit, okay.
Because this movie was so much fun to watch and so easy to watch. I have to put it up there with The Mummy. And we've already given The Mummy a 9.5. When we did The Mummy, I was going to give it a lower rating just because it's hard to put it as a near perfect movie or put anything near perfect. But I don't have any complaints about pirates. So naturally...
I was like, are you done? Or
naturally... I'm giving it a 9.5, putting it up there with The Mummy.
It's wild that this all was spawned from a ride.
Mm-hmm.
I do think on this viewing, there were moments that I was bored and wanted to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the movie's fault as much as it was my fault and our survival job's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got rid of one of my days off this week, and I was just like, I don't want to watch, and I don't want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, but I had to.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jack Sparrow was one of the first moments I realized that sometimes we don't need to be obsessed with something,
mm-hmm.
because everyone had a Jack Sparrow impression. Everyone was fawning over Jack Sparrow, and he was so, oh my gosh, he's the best. Every pirate ever needed to be Jack Sparrow now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not the movie's fault as much as it's our fault, as viewers. But I do have to say that I almost wish they didn't just focus on Jack Sparrow, or that they did just focus on Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they tried to later on in the movies, and then when they got rid of some other characters, you're like, why is this just Jack Sparrow now?
Yeah. I mean, like, the first movie is not just Jack Sparrow, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
Will
Mm-hmm.
and Elizabeth
Mm-hmm.
and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So
the
there's
monkey named Jack?
three different storylines here.
Yeah.
In one movie.
And Barbossa,
but
and Norrington.
Sure, but like the focus of the movie, I feel, is Will.
Yeah.
And I think like trying to shift from Will to Jack in the other movies,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, it was pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we're not rating the series, we're rating this movie.
This one. I also watched this on road trips. It was a DVD we had on the portable DVD little binder thing,
Mm-hmm.
So it was something that was watched a lot. I think the music is insane. We don't talk about the music in movies very often,
Mm-hmm.
especially since we started doing this format. We haven't really talked about movies and music. But the score is awesome, man. Like, you get hyped, you get pumped when you hear the thing.
Dun, 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 dun,
So when you hear this music, you're like, I want to sail the seas. I want to hop on a ship, and I want to be there. Okay. Thank you. Beautifully done. As someone who's some of my favorite movies of all time, like, not in my top 10, but like movies that I love to watch, Muppet Treasure Island,
Mm-hmm.
Treasure Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I love pirates. Like, who doesn't want to be a pirate when they're a kid?
Right.
I want to be a pirate now.
Right.
There's not enough pirate shit.
Mm-hmm.
So when this movie came out and reignited the pirate genre for everyone, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go on a ship and sail with my friends and like pillage villages and find buried treasure and everything. Like, that sounds awesome. The nostalgia in this is a 9.5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's my favorite pirate movie. And I think watching another movie in this genre may have changed some things for me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think back to like how different this movie is compared to other pirate movies I've seen, right? Other pirate movies are usually really bright and flashy and colorful, like, and then you have the Black Pearl, which is just all black ship with
Mm-hmm.
like tattered sails, and you get these crazy scenes with skeletons walking on the floor of the ocean. And I don't know, I'm gonna give it a 9.
A 9?
A 9.
Okay.
I was looking at our list like a little bit here or there, and I just don't think that I don't think I like this movie better than The Mummy, or
Mhm.
as much as The Mummy.
Okay.
I like The Mummy more, so that means this movie's a 9. I'm gonna stop beating around the brush.
Stop
And I'm
beating
gonna
around
paint.
the brush.
I'm gonna paint a 9.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at.
You heard it here first, folks.
And last,
And
because this is the
last.
end of the episode. Yeah, nostalgically though, like I said, 9.5. This movie slaps, dude. It's so much fun. I feel like if I had more free time this week, I would have been more invested in watching the movie. And the only reason I was dragging watching it is because I've seen it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a billion other things.
Mm-hmm.
Forza Horizon 6 just came out.
Right.
I also wanted to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep watching this movie last night.
Right.
But Juan, we're at that point of the episode where we ask people to go ahead, and if you're listening on any of your podcast listening apps, go ahead and drop 5-star review. Tell us what you like about the show. And to anyone who's new and has made it this far in the episode, thank you so much. It really means a lot that you're hanging out, listening to our little show. This is just how we scheduled to hang out once a week.
Yeah.
We have to schedule time since we both have children. And we live an hour away from each other.
And guess what? You're amazing.
You're amazing. Hey.
You're amazing.
Mother's amazing.
Mother's amazing. You're amazing.
You're okay.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, but it just means a lot that so many people have kind of found our show randomly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and leave that 5-star review. Thank you so much. Watch the videos over there because we have videos on Apple Podcasts now.
Which is exciting.
It's pretty exciting. We're definitely an audio first podcast. We just happen to have video.
Right.
I don't like it because I edit the videos and I just stare at my face for an hour.
Right.
But I do like the fact that we just get to watch movies and talk about them with each other and with you guys. So if you're not in the comments over on YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast,
you should be, because then we could talk about movies together. We get comments from time to time that are really fun. I like interacting with people. We're both usually in the comments for an entire week since we put out one thing a week.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to comment back and interact with people. But you should also go over to Instagram at
BJ in the Morning
_.
Because
someone else has the freaking name.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, BJ in the Morning _ on Instagram, where we're gonna be posting more stuff. Did we already announce that we're going to Tucson Comic-Con again?
I don't know.
Hey, guess what? We're going to Tucson Comic-Con this year. We've been invited again as influencers, like we fucking influence anybody. Weird flex to say that we're influencers.
Yeah.
We had a blast last year. We're really looking forward to it this year. And I think that's it. Do we have any more little things we need to talk about?
Join us next week for
another long title. Do you remember?
Master and Commander
Far Side of the World.
Far Side of the World.
That's what we're watching. We did 2 ship-based, pirate-based-esque movies back to back. I can't wait to talk about Master and Commander for Nostalgia Check for a movie we have never seen before. Stacked cast.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about it next week.
I can't wait. Let's do it right now. Let's start over. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And
we'll talk to you next time.